Yo, it's the Anything Goes podcast, man. It's your boy Sean Peoples. I'm here with the AGP fan, man. We got a lot to talk about tonight, guys. We got a lot to talk about. Uh, I'm on some medication myself, so I hope I don't get racist. But just in case, I got y'all here to look out
Yeah,
for me. So you know how that goes with
yeah,
medication and racism nowadays.
yeah. I mean, depend if it's a narcotic too, man. You can go extreme racist, man. You gotta be
Oh,
careful.
yeah, so
Yep.
I gotta watch out for
Yeah,
that. But yeah, guys, y'all ready to have this conversation?
yes,
Yes.
sir.
Let's go.
All right, let's get it started. Yep, we're back again with the AGP fan, man. We're here to talk about this judge lady here. I don't really want to call her name, but let's just call her Michelle.
Michelle.
And we're gonna talk about y'all old girl, Kim Potter, whatever her name want to be. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and have a good conversation about
Man,
them, and talk about
can
y'all
we, can
boy
we skip them
Future
for the
and
night?
Finger.
Jeez.
But let's go ahead and start off with this judge out there in California. But before we start off, not California, Louisiana. But before we start off, let's do our introduction. Razor, what's going on with you, my boy?
Man, it ain't not, man. It's another day, another rainy day, as I predicted it was going to be. So, yeah, man, I hate cold rain. That's what I hate the cold rain. I hate the cold rain. I hate the cold rain, especially when you got to go out in it. It's like the worst, you know. So, yeah, but I'm looking forward to better days. That's what the weather is forecasting. That's what it says on my barometer and everything. So
You,
it's
what, you,
better
you
days.
taking
Better
barometric
days.
pressure too? What's going on,
Yeah,
man?
I'm doing everything, man.
What?
Yeah, better days is
Um,
coming.
You got a windmill out there too?
Growing up, our parents told us not to lie a lot, but evidently somebody did listen. But let's leave that alone.
Obviously, it's all white, so white lies are okay.
Yeah, definitely is.
Listen, it's Christmas, man. I'm trying to be good. Christmas is coming, so I know I'm trying to be I'm trying to tell the truth. So I get a good gift for Christmas, man. I
All I can say is I'm happy we're not in the same room because I'm
I
not
mean,
trying to get struck down.
for real. I mean, if you just starting now and Christmas like 3 days away, boy, you too
You're
late.
kind of late.
Too late.
Hey, they say it's never too late. It's
Regardless
always
to Santa, you late.
You can't tell enough truth from now to Christmas to get anything.
Nope.
Out of luck.
man. I'm telling the truth.
You gonna need like a week straight of truth before you can get Christmas stuff, man. And we don't have a week left.
You're gonna need more than that.
Man, I
Trayvon
started last
Sharpman.
week.
What up, y'all? What's up, man?
What's going on with your Trayvon Sharp, man? What's going on?
I need to battle some M&Ms, man. They'll run me down too, man. Straight up,
You know, some Skittles
crazy.
or something to drink, and you out of here.
Man, they run me down too, bro. When you make a difference. What's going on, man? Living, loving, and life is good. Happy to be back. Tuesday night. That's one of my favorite nights. I like to, say a few things that make you think or make you upset. Maybe I don't know, depending on who you are.
Definitely. Get on over here to Sheree. Sheree, what's going on with you?
What's going on, y'all? Happy Tuesday. Happy to be here with my family again. To lit these we gonna be nice.
These medicated racists.
Yeah.
And all of us mostly took Medicaid, so please don't take it up against us like we are medicated. So
Yeah.
I have a slight cold. Sean has, he's taking
My
medication.
allergies running crazy.
Yeah, Sharpman allergies, razor. So please just don't blame us. Blame the medication.
Yeah.
Razor didn't take his own information that had
Exactly.
been out in the rain.
Yeah, I know he got a cold.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's on straight medicine right now.
But yeah,
I'm heavily medicated.
He's on Tussin, Robitussin.
some of that. Put some tussin on it.
He might be talking in his sleep. It might sound racist. Y'all be careful out there.
Put some tussin on it. Miss Michelle, what do we say? Odinet or Odinet or whatever you want to call it.
Odinet. It don't even matter.
Whatever her name is. seem to don't like Negroes.
Nope.
And she's happy to spread that to her family and happy to record it. You know,
Proudly.
Yeah, calling people cockroaches, man. Are you serious?
you know what makes me upset the most, man, is these are the people that have our future in the palm of their hand. If you go in front of them, they get to make a decision on how your life turn out in the next few days.
Okay. Ask how many lives have she ruined so far, and how many more will she be allowed to ruin?
Probably
I
like
think
1,000.
she should be like, she should really not be, this her being on this leave or whatever it is, administrative leave without pay or something. That is not satisfying to me in light of what she said. You know, medication or not, medication or not, even if the medication made you say it, you're still in a position to where you can harm somebody that look like me. And I'm just not cool with that anymore. I wasn't cool with it before, but I'm saying right now, where you at, Miss Lady, I'm not cool with it. You need to go ASAP. Matter of fact, you need to go. You need to go stat immediately. You need to go like right now.
Like yesterday. Like
for real.
Yesterday.
You know what, man? Every case that she did, they should go back, overturn it, and let them people go, because
But are they really? You know, they really not gonna do
They're
that.
not gonna do that.
I mean, and
they should.
They should, but they not.
Definitely, they should. They should definitely do that.
Man, and they talk about suspension. That should be an automatic firing to me.
I mean, so so the thing about that is this is they're like judge, right? So if they're like elected official, right? So they have to run for those positions. Most of the time they get them because the others are gonna pick their favorite. Always somebody that look like them that's gonna put somebody like us, generally in a bad position, right? So, we may we may have a misdemeanor, we may get the harshest punishment out of it, ruin our lives because why not?
Hey, you might get a 10,000 years in jail, knowing that you're not even going to live to see 100.
And then to blame it on who comes up? Well, I can't say who comes up with that stuff.
Who comes up with these stories.
They always come up with something.
I mean, this is a new one.
Hey,
this is a new one.
You know what seems to be the theme nowadays in court? It's people crying, trying to get off. It seems to be the new thing.
I told you. White tears go back from slavery days.
Yeah. That seems to be the theme.
Whenever they did that, a brother was getting hung or something. Something was going bad. When they started crying back in the day, somebody was getting hung. Didn't matter if it was true, and now we find out a lot of it wasn't true.
Of course,
probably 99.9, probably 99.9999. I'm giving 5 nines. Probably wasn't true.
Yeah, 999.99%.
Okay, let's think about this reasonably and logically. You're a slave.
Yeah.
You're getting beat to hell on a regular basis. Your family is getting tortured by all accounts. Why would you then put yourself in a situation where you'd go touch somebody after the other? You would touch somebody why would you even do that? So they could they can hang you? Come on, man. None of that is even plausible.
It don't even make sense.
It doesn't really make any sense. Come on.
Because they know they could frame you just by talking.
Just like the McMill case. They said that he pointed a gun at the police. Do that even make sense?
Come on, man.
We will not have a McMill right now.
Exactly. No. We get shot without a gun. So why would we even be dumb enough to pull a gun on you?
Exactly.
In America, when you're rich and black, if you pop a wheelie in New York, it's automatic jail time.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna do nothing to her. To be honest, I don't think
they're gonna ride the timeout.
Uh-huh.
See, they're gonna do it until it gets. Cause you know how the media is, right? It's cyclical, right? It's in cycles, right? So today this is hot for about a week in your locale. Nationally, it's like huge right now. Give it about a week, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Who knows?
Die down.
The popular pundits stop talking about it. The ones with the voice, they move on to another story. This is gonna die down. She's gonna creep back into court and put a bunch of black people in jail.
Yep.
That's what I want. That's what I want her to know. I hope she sees this. That's what I want her to know. You're gonna go back to court after it's all died down, put a bunch more black people in jail. That's it.
She should. So once, not to say that a lot of them ain't racist, but at the end of the day, once you have something that comes out in the public like that, you should not be allowed to go on the bench.
I would contend that a lot of them, it's probably hard for them to deal justice to us because they are so racist.
Yeah. Exactly.
They can't help it but throw us under the bus every time.
But it's a proven fact that, of the same crime, you got one color and you got of the next race. Yeah. And for the same exact crime, I might go and do 10 years and you might get probation.
I mean, for a lesser crime, you would do 10 years. And guy with the worst crime, all I hear is, oh, we don't want to ruin his. He has such a bright future. Let's not ruin it. They'll ruin yours though. They'll ruin yours for less, for little or nothing.
He stole a pack of gum. Give him 10 years. Just give him 10 years. Give him 10 years. He won't.
He stole a pack of gum. You forgot, Cherie. You forgot. You were smoking weed too.
Oh, I forgot. That. Yes, smoke. Yes.
I mean, we sit here. Some of the stuff sounds ridiculous, but I mean, it's really happening.
It is.
I mean, it just sounds ridiculous to think about, but it's really happening.
It is happening. Yes, it's happening.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. That to me is just crazy, man. And the system got to change, man. It's
as much as we want to beg, holler, scream, and everything. It's no hope at all. None at all.
I don't see it getting too much better.
And I would say, as far as hope goes, I mean, listen, it's great to have hope, and I'm generally an optimistic person. That's my personality. That's how I'm built. But I've been lately finding myself being a little more pessimistic about how things are going in this fair land, if not ours. It's been really, really a stretch for me to say I'm optimistic these days. Just watching everything, I watch the politicians. No matter what side of the aisle they're from, I watch them, how they deal for themselves, how they they do certain things that if it doesn't benefit a certain segment of the population, they don't do it. If it benefits the people that need it the most, they definitely don't do it.
No,
they make every excuse in the world why they can't do it. You're living good, and these people that you would sign a bill for, or come up with a law for. They're not even going to live great off of that. They're just going to be able to make it off of that, and you're living good.
Yeah.
But yet you find it really difficult to do something that's going to benefit them. Not even a great way. It's gonna make them survive, or make their survival a little better, less harsh than it is already.
Like we always say, when it comes to doing stuff for us, man, is one of the hardest thing to do. Mm-hmm. Is definitely the hardest thing. When you're doing and on the other aisle, when they're doing stuff for the wealthy, man, it's like boom, 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 boom. It's that easy, But for us, it's like every time it's something should be get done for us. It can't never get done. It can't never get passed. There's always some obstruction. There's always
because it's us.
Yeah, and
because it's us.
And that's the stuff to me, man, that makes a lot of us lose hope. And sometimes even question going out to vote. Sometimes you hear people say, man, I'm not going to vote. And sometimes you understand what they're saying because they're so frustrated.
I definitely get what they're saying.
Definitely understand.
Another thing to point out too, man, like you're talking about just now about stuff that benefits us. I want to just put one forward. When it was people of color that was out there on crack, on drugs, needed help, they were putting people in jail, locking them up, giving them long sentences for a little piece of crack, while somebody with powder cocaine that would do the same thing or not getting jail time, or going to, or getting a slap on the wrist, right?
Rehab.
And back then, or even up to now still, anybody of color that would get caught with drugs would be in jail. But all of a sudden, it's a bunch of people of the other shade or passing out, dying, OD, whatever. Oh, it's an epidemic now. We need to get our arms around this now. Also, we need to get our arms around it. You know, I see politicians, their kids ODing and stuff. Also, we need to get our arms around it. We need to get them in rehab. Don't put them in jail. And jail is not where they belong. Oh, but we belong in jail. For crack and stuff like that. Huh? We belong in jail.
I can't remember what Dave
weed.
Chappelle
Weed.
said.
Come on, weed. We belong in jail for smoking weed. Are you serious?
Yes.
I remember the politicians, all those guys that voted no to legalize weeds back in the day, John Boehner and those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Notice that they're all big running corporate.
Big investors now.
Yeah, big weed.
Yeah, big investors. You know what I mean?
They got big pharma. They're calling big.
Now we got
weed.
big weeder.
Yeah.
We got big weed. Big weeds in the building.
And you know what? A lot of times it's underlying things behind these why they don't pass stuff that's going to benefit us or not criminalize us, because like you said, look at John Boehner. So some of these guys know that they have friends that own these things are going to be millionaires and billionaires off of it, and they know that it's going to benefit them in some way.
About the money.
Yep, it's going to benefit them in some way. So they'll never pass certain things because it's always an underlying thing for them, man. It's they're never going to do it for the better for everyone. It's always going to be about their pockets.
Yeah, I mean, I just think we just got to keep pointing it out. I know, it may seem like it's going into thin air or something. I don't know. These days, it just feels good for me to say it. I just want to say it. I don't care. I just want to say, I'll let them know that I'm watching you. I see what you're doing. We're not asleep at the switch. We're watching you. Just because you won't change your ways, don't mean we're not still watching you.
Yeah, man.
We see you. We see you for what you are. The slime ball that you are. We see you. For the grease ball that you are. We see you.
Man.
Grease ball.
Grease.
Politicians, man. Bunch of grease balls, man. Seriously.
Grease balls.
Yeah, Demby and Dre, big up yourself for the check-in.
Demby Dre.
Yeah, man. Back to Miss Michelle.
Miss Michelle.
Albie, I don't care what her last name is.
She don't deserve to get her. Actually, she probably needs to get it so people can see her and know who she is anyway. Say her name properly.
Come back.
I mean, she talk about if you knew her family, her and her family, that you would know there's not a racist bone in her body.
Okay, stop right there.
Stop right there.
Stop right there. Right there. Let's unpack this.
3 black friends.
Let's unpack this. Because somebody in your family may be okay with the brothers doesn't mean you get a pass. Okay? It doesn't get passed down to you. You may have people in your family that like us. They support us. It doesn't get passed down to you. You probably don't like them either because they love us.
And a lot of times you're like, people say I was on medication, I was drunk. Especially the drunk is one of the.
Well, I'm waiting for Sean to go off. He on medication. I'm waiting for him to go off here tonight and start saying some racist stuff.
Getting close.
So with alcohol, sometimes people saying when they're on alcohol, it's not far from the truth.
Oh, no,
sometimes it's what they think.
It releases your inhibition, man. You feel more free. You do things that you would normally do. You're a little more free. And so in that vein, no one, if you had it in you and you're on medicine and you say it, it was there. It was at the surface. For it to come out that quickly, it was at the surface. You probably have a hard time holding it in, for crying out loud. You probably had a hard time holding it in. So yeah, and but what I want to say though is, who dropped the video? Like, who in the family leaked that? I think it's the son. I think the son did it for real. The one that she on the outs with.
Even that, probably also, sometimes these kids that these racist people be having black friends, and they be sympathizers with us.
They be in school. They be in school with us. They hang out with us. They chill with us.
And they get
we regular people. They're like,
remember that lady that was doing what her name again? That piece of crap that was in 45 campaign. The one that came up with the alternative facts.
Oh my God, yeah.
Her daughter was out there.
Conway.
Yeah. Her daughter was out there. Kellyanne Conway. Her daughter was out there blasting them on social media.
Yeah.
So we just the facts ain't the facts. We just can make up another fact. because that's an oxymoron to me. We just make another fact.
Yeah.
Like, like Cherie, that's not your skin color. You must be blue. You must be blue or something.
No.
You blue?
I am a light red. I am a light red. Okay.
I identify as white.
Listen, I identify as 7'5". So,
I'm
whatever.
light red, and nobody can tell me no different. Yeah. I am light red.
Light red, huh?
Light red.
Light red.
I don't know, man. I think with this judge, I think that we already know, ain't nothing gonna happen. And NWACP and everybody asking, even the DA, everybody asking her to step down. She already told you she's not stepping down.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she ain't stepping
what
down.
What state is it in again?
Louisiana.
Oh yeah, right. Step down where?
She ain't stepping
Step down where?
And
she's probably been in jail for 20 plus years.
And she's gonna get reelected, and she's gonna be down the street drinking with the lawyers, the same one that's prosecuting us. You won't be out there drinking with them, hanging out,
partying with them. Words all over again.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what? It's and that's what I say, man. To one person shouldn't be able to have that power because she should be able to be removed. Just like like we was talking earlier.
Maybe the governor or the mayor, I guess.
Yeah, it got to be removed. She
a Republican governor.
Yeah, good luck with that.
In Louisiana.
No, not happening.
Not happening.
Hey, she might be on that bench for a lifetime.
you got a better chance.
Not happening.
No. Definitely not happening.
I think at some point, man, we gotta wonder what goes through the mind of these people, man. You wake up you wake up in the morning or you go to bed at night and the color of our skin bother you so much,
Like why? Like
and I'm saying too, after all these years, after everything, and every time you think you could never see another dumb event, another dumb circumstance, it just shows up. Like one black person got killed a couple weeks ago. It can't happen again. The situation was bad. Everybody should learn from it. And here we go again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
Another one pop up.
But that just shows you that
they're not scared.
Yeah, and they don't care, And even though they know that they're on videos and they're being recorded, they're so used to doing it. Is ridiculous that
they're like podcasts. They podcast. They don't care.
You will think with the guilty verdict that showed when George Floyd murderer killed, he was guilty. It will show if the guys in jury that killed the guy that was running was guilty. It will kind of shake them a little, but it don't.
No, not at all.
Not care, and they're not scared. You can have 20 cameras on them and they do not care.
They don't care. I was watching a video, and it was the white guy in the car. He was doing Uber. So when the cop stopped him, he was recording. So the cop told him like, "Hey, you can't record me." And he was like, "What law is that?" He's like, "That's the law. You can't record me."
He making up so you can record.
Yeah, so you telling the guy. So the guy's like, "Here," it's like, "Hey, that's strange." So the guy said, "Well, hey, I'm an attorney, and I haven't heard of that law." And just to show you how they cover up for each other. So the guy's an attorney, he knows what's going on. See, the guy when he told him that he was an attorney, he stepped away. So another guy came to the car. So he's like, "Hey, man, I didn't know that there was a law that says you can't video record." And then the other cop told him like, "Yeah, it's something new that just passed." And I'm like, wow, these guys. These guys is ill.
That's how dirty these guys are. That's how these guys are dirty. That just shows you how dirty they are.
Yep. And then he started talking like, "Oh yeah, I think I seen you a familiar face." But it got de-escalated. If it was the other race, it would have got escalated. But Yeah. So at the end of the day, you got you're like, oh yeah, you look familiar, and the other cops, oh yeah, you look familiar. Oh yeah, it's like yeah, I'm just the guy's just driving Uber. He wanted extra money, but just to show you, man,
Yeah.
it's corrupt, man. It's crazy.
Very corrupt.
Yes,
We'll say.
I mean, um, when you think about that, we got uh a keyboard clansman here.
Oh yeah, I see
I
that, Joe.
usually don't pay them no attention, but
Yeah.
sometimes you give them a little attention. He's saying here that each time the victim was resisting arrest. Well, I guess in your little small world around of life, that resisting arrest equates
equals
to
death,
violence.
right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
right.
I mean,
Yeah, you don't get to be the judge and
I mean,
executor, and that's what you don't get. If your
mean,
life is not in direct danger, you don't get to make an assessment on my life.
man.
That's
Exactly.
But the problem is they make up danger. That's
yeah,
the problem. They make up danger. And they'll let another person, again of another shade, spit on them, call them names, throw stuff at them, and
Everything.
they'll do everything
I
they
know
can
my rights.
not to earn. They'll do everything not to harm that person. They'll go around the car. They'll call in for backup. They'll do everything humanly possible. But with us,
Not to hurt.
taser, and it's a gun.
listen,
I mean,
one of my one of my white friends send me a video with these officers going to arrest these young ladies, and they started chasing the officer with knives and sticks, and the officers had guns and was running from these.
Yeah.
And you know, my white friend said to me, he's like, bro, I already know if these were two sisters, I already know what would happen. That's the reason I'm sending
They
this
would
to
have
you.
been on the ground.
They would have
0.5
got
seconds.
shot up. They wouldn't know
that's-
nothing. They would have got shot up. They wouldn't even got a warning. They would have been like, they were chasing, saying we had to return fire because they were chasing with sticks.
And a knife that you was trained to, because it's a female, automatically you can twist her, grab her, twist her arm, and put her down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
I mean, I guess in this world, man, the justification for anything that happens is what they see through their eyes, And we have another one up here.
And this dummy. So
Yeah.
we make up a smidgen of the population. You think I care about your stats?
15%?
Yeah, you think I care about your stats?
Yeah. FBI stats tell you. The FBI also tell you that you and probably people that think like you are the biggest threat to America.
Exactly.
They also say that, but I guess y'all leave that part of it off.
Because that don't matter, because it's their America.
Yeah.
It don't matter. It's their America, so it don't matter.
Yeah, because that's what he's saying. The like you said, we make what 13-15% of the population. Of course,
a smidgen of what's here. So
that numbers are not going to be, if you're talking about per ratio. Come on, man, that's crazy.
But sometimes you just gotta see these people, man, and just not even pay them any attention. Yeah, because trying to justify somebody losing their life to me, I don't really care to have this conversation with you because you ain't gonna make any sense to me.
Too much.
So anyway, that's Kim Potter. They're having closing arguments. Once she start crying, we already know what that means.
I think one of the jurors asked to hold the gun. I guess I don't know if he's trying to find out how heavy a gun is, or she or he never touched the gun before.
I mean, I think and I'm hoping it's just a comparison between the difference of how the grip feels and the weight and the weight and everything else. I mean, listen, the thing about that is what's disturbing is you're a veteran, 20-something years. You're supposed to be cool under fire. Like you're supposed to be at that point in your career. You're supposed to be cool. Yes, you may get heightened senses because you're in a situation, but somebody's not firing at you. They're not fighting you. They're not doing anything to you. So you shouldn't be that riled up.
No.
Now I understand if you were in a fist fight with somebody was punching you, somebody had a gun shooting at you, and your senses, you might get a little fragile, maybe, but I look at you as a professional that you should be able to maintain your level of stability in that situation, as far as how bad you let your nerves get. That you would be jumping. I mean, if you saw it, she was like frantic in that situation. If you watch it, she was like frantic. And I'm like, you're a veteran.
Taser. Like,
And you
why
put,
you?
and first of all, she put on for air freshener in the window just to show off to your rookie that you can harass a brother.
And
there was no cause for that, and now that man is dead.
And that's my thing, man. And with all these shootings, that for me, fair is fair. I would never look at a video of someone trying to kill a cop and that cop killed him and say it wasn't justified, because apparently that goes for anybody's survival. If you try to kill me and I kill you, then that hey, I'm not going to have any problem. The problem that I have is when these people have no weapon, they are no threat, and they still, for some reason, end up dying. That's the problem that I have,
But they were resisting arrest.
Yeah, that's
sentence. I mean, so that's the thing. That's still not a death sentence.
Yeah,
like you're a police officer. That is your job, for people to resist when you show up. If they feel like it, or if they're being belligerent, or if they're drunk or whatever, disorderly, your job is to be able to arrest them, take them in, not to kill them when there's no. They don't have a gun. They're not hurting somebody else. Your job is to try to apprehend them without any loss of life. That's your job. That's your job description. Literally, your job description.
You shouldn't be breaking people windows to get to them. You shouldn't be asking the passenger and the people in the back anything, because your concern is with the driver. You stop the drive. You stop the man that's driving. Not asking the ID for that one.
Passenger.
Be quiet and do. No.
Going to run people's stuff. I mean, it's not your business. The passengers are doing. They're not doing anything.
It don't have nothing to do with you. All you got to make sure is ain't nobody back there trying to show you or do something to you. You concerned with the driver, you stop him. But to them, everybody guilty in the car, and everybody getting arrested. Everybody get out the car.
Yeah,
I had that happen to me before. Driving with a friend of mine, and he get pulled over, and the officer started asking me if I had a license.
Yeah, been there, done that.
I'm a passenger.
Been there, done that. What do you need a license for?
My friend was white, so he trying to take back over the conversation from the officer, because he already see that
it's getting
this ain't a conversation that me and this officer should be having. So he asking the officer, like, why you asking my passenger if he got a license? I'm the person that you pull over. Why do you need to know if he got a license?
Exactly.
Yeah, BS, man.
And then if you talk loud, they take offense. Oh, you trying to
being aggressive.
You being aggressive. You being aggressive.
It doesn't matter. You're a public servant. Shut up and take it.
I asked him, why does he need to know if I have a license for if I'm not driving? He told me I was being aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, you have these situations.
You was doing too much.
You have these situations all the time where you get I've gotten pulled over before. I'm pretty sure we all had this experience, but I've gotten pulled over before with my son in the car. Thank God he was sleeping, but at the end of the day, he got pulled over. Yeah, I was doing like 9-10 miles over the speed limit, but for some reason, the whole car ended up getting searched. Like it smelled narcotics, or the dog smell. I'm like, they didn't find anything. So I'm like, how did the dog smell something that wasn't there?
First, remember that, I don't think you was with me, but I think it was a couple of us is out that night. The fact is, we get to laugh at you when you pull over people that don't do drugs or drink alcohol. Yeah. So when the cop pulled me over, told me that he saw me hitting the white line, and he's want to do all these tests. I'm like, sure. Mm-hmm. And when he realized that, I told him, I said, hey, your bad luck tonight. Because out of all the people that you could have pulled over out of the club, you messed up and pulled the one guy that haven't took a drink in years. You know, so you messed
Damn
up.
dummy.
Some
That
lady,
dumb
someone did that
behind.
to me. Like it was a, you know how some like female officer, they gotta show off.
Yeah.
So they put, and they telling me, get up, have you been drunk? Some the light, your eyes. I'm like, my eyes is moving because you got the bright light in my eyes. Of course they're gonna be jumpy. You gonna do
They do the
something.
most ridiculous
Man,
stuff,
they
man.
told me to do all type, touch my nose, do this, all
I'm
of
telling, I'm
this.
telling, I'm not coordinated. I can't touch my nose. I ain't coordinated like that. So you can touch your phone if you want to.
Yeah. I did all that little nonsense for them, yo. He sat me in the
Man.
car. He took about 45 minutes to come back to tell me I can go.
Yeah, because because he can't do nothing, and he don't have nothing.
Them
So
the ones you go find. You go to the station, put something on his record. All you gotta do is go complain, put something on his record.
That's what my police friends told me. They was like,
All you gotta go down there, ask the bathroom, put something on his record. That's it.
yeah, he's like, you should, because I have a few police friends, and they always tell me that, when you get mistreated by an officer, you should report that officer.
I'm the wrong one. I'm
That's
gonna write a
what
letter. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna call the stink.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think we need to start,
That's what I'm up to now.
know how to do it. We need to start educating each other on how to do that, because you got some of these guys that are making rank, getting off with this nice little pension when they retire. We can, you can put some harm to that pension.
Exactly, because
I want you to give me a ticket so I can have your name on it.
Yeah.
All those reports add up. All
Yes,
those
sir.
reports add up. Even if you don't think it's gonna work, do it. I know. I remember when I was going to school for a little bit, they used to always make this teacher used to tell her, always make a report. It doesn't matter if they be like what they did, just make it and get they give you a number or something, like a number for the report that you made.
As long as you get their name, put it on there.
I've seen a lot of times when the cop was just totally being a prick, and they go down, they have the videos. The guy go down to the station, and they're trying to talk the people out of doing it, and I need to make a report.
Like they had like balance, put your leg on your. I was like, by that time I was still after dance hall queen, so my balance was real good, and put your foot right there, and I'm like, what? I'm like, all right, because y'all being ridiculous now. They wanted to. Oh, she don't. I'm like, I'm not drunk. I'm not. You stop me because you wanted to. I didn't swerve. I didn't do none of those things. And the lady looking at me, I'm like, oh goodness, just stay country, because she looked like she trigger happy.
Yeah, man. I just, it's a fact that, sometimes as a human, you feel violated, but sometimes, you just have to take that embarrassment, because it's a strong possibility that you might not make it home, and then you'll be demonized for it.
That make you look like all kind of crazy.
Yeah. So
one time in band camp, he was smoking weed.
as if that's a death sentence.
Yeah, that's a death sentence.
You talking about Woodstock when they were dropping acid and all that stuff back in the 70s and all that craziness.
It was puff passing and all this stuff. I don't know.
I don't care if you were snorting drugs. That's not a death sentence, people. Stop saying stupid stuff to me. It's not a death sentence. None of that's a death sentence.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Long as that man is not a threat to your life, it should never be a death sentence.
Oh, why don't you comply? It don't matter if you don't comply or not. It's not a death sentence still. It doesn't matter. Stop saying that.
If we comply, all the time, and they still find a reason to shoot.
Exactly. They got nothing to do with it. We're beyond that now.
Like you said, even if he like run, okay, let him run. You know who he is. He's gonna get him.
North Carolina shot the guy in the back. He's running.
He's gonna get him.
What happened to the dude that called the officer for help? He got broke down the highway and called for help, and he came and shot me. I mean, I called you for help.
Help.
I am the officer that brought the dude home up here in Virginia. Brought the dude home. Drove back. He just dropped the dude off.
Yeah.
Got a phone call. Drove from the dude. Drive through the neighborhood and went and shot the dude. because he had talked about he thought he had a gun in his hand.
Like,
He joking.
where does that
Like
make
you
sense? It's
just
the same
dropped
address, dummy. It's the same address. It's the same address. Where does that make sense to you? Where does that make sense? It
just
does
like
not.
she killed, just like they killed the when she was. They remember they showed the video of her with the autistic boy. The cops killed the autistic boy, and she was there, of course, knowing what. So you can't give no excuse that you don't know because you told them what to do.
Look at Tamir Rice. When they got to Tamir Rice, when the 911 operator told them like, yo, you know, they said it's probably a fake gun. I
Exactly.
mean, that
But
didn't still register to you?
okay, let's stipulate. Let's even say it was a real gun. It's a kid. You're a cop. You're a professional. You're supposed to be trying to save the kid's life, not just go there and kill him. So I'm still not buying that.
A
I'm
dude
still
was
not
there
gonna
for
buy
like
that.
1.4 seconds and the
Yeah.
kid was done.
Yeah, it's not like you stood back.
Bro,
You
they
know,
negotiate with
so-
hostage. They negotiate with hostage takers all the time. It's a kid out there by himself. Even if he had a real gun, you're supposed to be like, kid, that's a real gun. It's dangerous. Put it down. Why the hell are you just gonna put out a gun and shoot the kid? Come on, man. That is the
I
dumbest.
No questions, no
The
nothing.
white dude took a big I'm not even sure what it is. I'm not sure if it's a bag or a thing, and hit a woman in Walmart. And the officers and the managers are telling him to just relax, calm down. Boy, he would have got the major beats.
Man,
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is
Would
so
I
many,
got
so many
that
situations.
down.
So many situations that we see that it had to choose on the other foot. If that was us in that situation doing something that was bad, lawless against the law, we'd end up dead, even though none of the stuff is a death sentence because other people have survived it. So that's how you know. Because other people keep surviving those situations.
Exactly.
Every day they survive. Every day they survive situations. We just can't survive them.
According to Statsman up here, you know,
That's FBI.
They die more. No, yes. Lola, big up yourself. What's going on, Lola?
Hi, Lola, boo.
Lola.
Shout out to Xavier. Everything
Lola.
good? Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't expect her to be convicted, especially after that dramatic, that dramatic performance she put on.
Hey, that's what I said.
Try to squeeze their eyes so hard because there's no tears coming out.
That's what I said earlier, man. I said that seems to be the thing now, man. It's like getting up on the stand and crying. It seems to be that's the way that you're going to get off from.
Man, white tears.
Let us cry. Let us cry. They're not even gonna give us a tissue.
I want to know. What I want to know is though. So follow me on this and help me out, guys, because sometimes I'm sometimes I'm not really getting stuff because stuff that passed over my head.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, Shaw, man. Before we address that.
Yeah. So she's on the stand, the police lady, and she's answering questions. So she's saying, I did it and it was an accident. I didn't mean to do it. That's admission. I did it. I'm crying. I'm not care if I'm crying. I did it. I didn't mean to do it as an accident. It shouldn't have happened. I shouldn't have used that much force or whatever because you meant to do a taser. Okay. Then her lawyer comes behind her and say, even if it was a mistake, she had the right to do it anyway. What? Even if it was a mistake that she admitted, she had the right to do it anyway? So it don't matter?
No,
so it was her right to do it, even though she said it was an accident and she didn't mean to do it.
We don't matter.
Like, are you serious? Of course, you expect me to digest that and take that in as okay?
Hey, you know what I realized with these people, man? You remember the guy that was up here with us tonight, that night a few weeks back when he was saying, "Oh, it's just a dumb kid, man. Just a dumb kid making a mistake." Killing two, injuring one. Just a dumb kid that took people's life. I mean, that's where we're going with this now.
It's dumb when it's them.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's viewed very differently.
Very.
And that's the kind of stuff that get inserted into your mind, even into your own minds, where you see somebody like, oh, it don't look as bad. And the black person will say, oh, it looks bad, but when the white person, oh, it don't look so bad. I'm like, and these are the things that get inserted into minds, you know, and that for me is that's just ridiculous for me, you know.
The thing is the believability factor. It's like
Yeah.
everything that, so whenever they say something, it's believable. Like
Mm.
it wasn't me, I wasn't there, I was here instead. They automatically get believed. They work hard to corroborate their story.
Yeah.
But ours, oh, shut up,
Oh,
go
you
in
did
there,
it. You
go and
did it.
shoot.
You did it. I don't care
They
if you
work
did
the opposite
it. You
to
did
prove
it.
that you did it rather than trying to prove that you didn't do it. You know,
You
they
don't
work
get the
to try to,
benefit of the doubt.
you tell them, no, I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
No, you did it. You're black. You did it.
They,
You're
Yeah,
black.
I didn't get any McDonald's sandwich after I did a crime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey,
Exactly.
last time I was accused of doing a crime, I got a gun pulled on me, and the officer didn't even apologize to me. You know what he said to me? He said, "I'm lucky."
But yeah, I'm about to say, he said you're lucky, huh?
He
Yeah.
told me I'm lucky that the person that somebody else came and told him what really happened. Not, oh man, you know what, that was wrong. You know, I
Yeah.
didn't have.
Because he was itching
That's
to put a
this whole
couple in you. He was
situation.
itching to put a couple in you, huh?
Yeah, you know, I
Yeah.
was messed up with this whole
Dirt
situation.
bags.
You know, I don't know what happened here. You know, I thought it was you. You know, my apologies. Old boy said, "Boy, you lucky."
Dirt bag, man.
She
They
came
hate
and
to
told me
they
what was
hate
going
to
on.
apologize.
I wish you
Even
had his
when they
name. Dirt
even when
bag.
they're wrong, they hate to apologize. It's a lot of things that we show them and they get mad because they end up looking dumb. So they want to say, "Oh, you better start walking," or "You look dumb."
Yeah, remember that one officer, that military guy I think it was in Virginia.
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah. Yep.
You know? But you know, I had people that I know was saying that the guy wanted privilege.
Yeah.
Like privilege, I'm still trying to figure that out. Privilege from what?
For
The
what?
dude did everything he's supposed to do. You
Supposed to
ain't
do.
supposed to pull over on a dark road. He pulled in the gas station where it's light, and with current affairs, if a cop pulled me over on a dark highway,
I'm going to the light.
I might as well get my will together because he's sending me to the light anyway. I don't trust that.
Exactly. I might as well
Going-
find a gas station to pull over so you can do this.
Go where cameras is at.
Yeah.
And
Going
he
straight
showed
to
it.
the light.
Dudes in the military showed him no respect.
Matter of fact, I would say they should pass a law or something saying if they pull you over, you can drive at a decent minimum speed and get to somewhere safe.
I mean,
so you can feel safe.
You can do that. You can do
turned
that.
the lights on, his hazardous lights, and drove slow, drove into the parking lot, start asking the officer, "Hey, why you was pulling me over?" Because evidently he just bought the vehicle and it had some new tags.
New tag.
They want you to pull over. They want you to pull over in the dark so they can do what they want to you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't with
You're not
that.
getting it. I'm gonna put on my
No,
hazard and I'm
because
gonna drive real slow, and
he
you're
was-
gonna
he-
follow me
He was
until
so
we pull into
but
some
you
light.
know what? He was so pissed off that the dude didn't stop.
Yeah.
And he was
How
so
dare you
ticked.
drive away from me this long? Who you think you are, you little?
Like, how dare you drive when I pull you over?
So the whole time he's getting hyped, right? The whole time he's driving, he's getting hyped before he gets there. He's getting hyped now.
Yeah.
You know, imagine that. You have no idea this guy's in the back driving behind you, getting hyped to come beat you up, come disrespect you, just because you didn't obey, you didn't stop right then and there in the dark, as if you feel safe
I
doing
told you. That's what the first thing I say. I told you. You gonna listen to me? No.
Yeah.
I had a friend that told, man, he should have just did what the officer tell him to do. I'm like, listen, man.
So
as a man, don't as a man, when people are violent, just because he's an officer, because he's violating your rights, as a man, you don't feel like there's sometimes you need to ask questions, you need to know what's going on.
Yeah.
What are you pulling me over for? Why are you pulling me over?
Yeah.
Why do I need to get on the floor? Because I ain't did nothing. You need to explain.
You can ask those questions.
And they get mad and they punch you and drag you on the floor and all that stuff. Like, no, I'm not going on the floor.
Just because he feels like it doesn't mean you have to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, in the end, they may, they may win in the short term, right there on the spot, but they're not going to survive long term, or it's not going to be easy, especially when it's caught on video and you got a veteran at that.
You're like, I'm not going on the no.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Crazy.
It come to a point sometimes, man, but I don't even know what to think or what to say. Let's do a topic that's kind of fun because I'm feeling a little
Yeah.
there's a little dampening on my spirits. Uh,
Mm.
Future said that he's bigger in the streets than Jay-Z. I'm not even sure what that really means.
I was gonna ask you what that means. I'm not even sure. You know, like you both of you are celebrities, by all accounts. So why would you be worried about the streets?
Like,
Why would you be concerned about the streets still?
it has never crossed my mind of Future being bigger than Jay-Z in anything.
Never.
Well, that too.
He big in
Yeah,
Atlanta. He
well,
big in
that too. Yeah,
Atlanta.
yeah, okay, yeah.
In
Big, yeah,
Atlanta,
big in the
but
south.
bigger than
Big in the south.
Jigga,
Yeah.
Hove,
Yeah,
Sean Carter.
probably big in his head, I guess.
I don't know if it was, you know, I don't know if it was a ploy for attention, or
Yeah,
could it
yeah.
be, sometimes you feel in yourself, and also is there a case that the younger generation feels like Future is bigger than Jay-Z, so he's feeding off of them?
I doubt
I
that.
think
I
it's
doubt
more.
that, but
I
okay.
think it's more the generation that I listen to. I think it's more popularity. Maybe that's what they talking about. He's a little bit popular because of the new generation.
Yeah, and I guess we can't. I guess we
with
can't. We
that
can't. We
type
can't
of
knock that.
music that he
You're right though.
does.
New
Yes,
generation,
because
maybe.
But
Maybe this generation.
I still feel like the new generations still revere Jay-Z
Yeah, they go back listen to Biggie,
in a
Jay-Z, all
way.
that
Yeah,
stuff. Tupac,
yeah,
they
all that.
do.
they revere Jay-Z in a bigger way than I think, Future. I
Yeah,
don't
but I
even
think
think
it's
it's
like
close.
popularity, like a little bit up. He might be a little bit popular because of the music, like I said, but bigger than JC, he could never.
That's,
Could we be a little biased because we're more northern centric than I would say? We live in the south.
I
Could
mean,
could we be could it be but when
absolutely.
I think about it, you know, uh there's no way in my mind that I can see Future being Jay Z. But maybe it's because I'm a big fan of Jay Z, and maybe it's because I'm kind of northern centric, even though I spend most of my time in the South. From coming to America, I live in the South now, still also here in Virginia. Although some people call Virginia the northern South or whatever they want to call it.
Well, it's changed a lot since I came here. It changed a lot since I came here, though.
I'm a little biased, but I have to say maybe it's the popularity. Maybe kids that listen to all these rap, going on now, because to me they all sound alike. That's I think is more popular because he's out there and still, doing his music and stuff, doing features and all of that stuff. So
yeah,
but bigger,
I
don't
mean,
think so. Bigger as in big. That's what I was saying. Like it's a bigger what?
That's delusional. That's delusional.
You can say a little more popular than Jay-Z.
Just say in the states
right now.
Say in the states.
Because I was talking to a friend and he was saying that on Spotify,
okay,
Future have more listeners than Jay-Z. I was like, because Future is a more recent artist than Jay-Z.
Exactly.
On Spotify, Jay-Z have more listeners than Michael Jackson. But does that make Jay-Z bigger
than Michael Jackson? Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I can't follow their logic, man.
Yeah,
I'm not following their logic on that.
Yeah, I don't see it because for if right now any one of these young artists or anybody would be would break anything to work with Jay-Z. Jay-Z is that guy, and everybody knows Jay-Z's not just going to work with you. Future, you might be right. He's going to work with different people. And he might be on the internet and doing all that, the new stuff, but that Jay-Z's probably not doing that.
I think he's doing it because he want his name trending. He want because even when he moved on from what's her name? No, the girl that's dating my Harvey, Lauren Harvey. He put on a tail Steve Harvey. I don't want her and all that. Like, stop it.
Yeah, he a drama queen.
Yeah, like he just want his name trending. He want.
Could it also be him hating because he was upset at Jayz. Remember when Jayz gave him a bar, and Jayz said it wasn't nothing disrespectful. I was just saying, I don't want to mess up with my wife because I don't want to have another man out there teaching my son how to play. When Jayz was a bar, like you be like, you lose your kids in the future, have another man out there taking care of your kids. Like
That was a good bar.
So could it be that he just still upset about that?
He feels some type of way, probably.
Because he seemed very petty to me, with especially the stuff with. Well, I ain't even gonna say that because she also seemed a little bit petty too. She was suing him for saying, for saying that he, all kind of nonsense. I was trying.
The game is the game. The bars is hot. The bars is hot. If you don't like them, come back with some hotter bars. Come on, man. The game is the game. Bars, you got it.
You know what he said? He said, "I got the same money like Jayz." Like, boy, you're on
drugs. You're officially on drugs. You're officially on drugs. Okay.
Because
officially,
your money ain't Jayz money is different than your money. Your money,
you can't even go to places. You was on. Dude, you was on Instagram arguing about Diddy showed up at your party and didn't bring no Ciroc. Like, come on, son. You got jigger money, you ain't even worry about that.
He ain't got Russell Wilson money.
Like, first of all, they be having their own exclusive parties that's like by invite only.
You ain't even invited, G.
You ain't getting it. You can't do none of that because you need all the ratchet people to come there and hype you up.
He ain't making it to the Rock Nation brunch next year.
No.
He ain't gonna be there.
No.
Carrie, what up? What's going on, Carrie?
Carrie said vanilla ice cream.
People out there, please like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends. Bring some friends.
Facts. Tell your friends to bring some friends so we can all be friends.
Tell a friend to bring a friend.
Definitely, we can all be friends for sure.
Biggie. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I think dude is reaching, but maybe his fan base got him feeling that way. And we, people could say that we're biased since we're more northern centric than some.
I mean, you're doing Samsung commercials. You're doing Tiffany and Co. commercials.
Even with the bias.
You cannot come.
With a diamond, only a few people in their lifetime has ever touched.
You can't compare. The math is not mathing, honey.
I mean, I get confidence, but that's just stupidity.
They do videos in museums that people cannot even do videos in. Like, stop it.
No, man. Like you say, he seems like a very petty guy. Like you said, just with the whole thing he was going through with Ciara, and he
that's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah. You're big in your area.
He was suing her. Yeah, I think a lot of guys don't realize that. Like when I talk to a lot of my friends from the South, no disrespect to none of my friends from the South, I love y'all, miss y'all, my G's. But a lot of times when you talk to them, it's I always have the best of both worlds. I get the understanding how the North and the South work by being in both of them. So what is big in the South usually isn't big in the North.
In the North,
exactly.
And vice versa. But we have been to places where I know dudes now who don't know who Future is. And I'm talking about elder black guys when they might know a song or two.
Yeah,
they can't tell you that that's Future.
Yeah.
They know Jigga though.
Yeah.
Tell them about it.
They
be like, oh, Jigga.
For marketing reason. I mean,
it might be a few artists out there that Jigga don't even know. Probably some guy, that Jigga. You tell me name Jigga, like who?
Exactly.
I mean,
they might not even know the name, but they know the song.
I mean, it happened to Denzel. It happened to Denzel Washington, the big actor. Asked him about a little guy, a new guy, a new upstart.
Yeah, it just
asked about a new upstart. He don't know.
Yeah, they asked him. Yeah, because what's the guy from Snow? Asked him
from Snow. Yeah,
and he was like, "Who?"
That's what.
But he's a little older. Let's not.
Yeah, I mean, he's a seasoned guy. He's a different. Yeah, he's different. I mean, his level is different. Let's not be funny now. His level is different. So he don't. Yeah, exactly. You don't even get down in the weeds.
You can't leave him around your mama or your wife.
That's what I'm saying. Pretty much. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Idris.
And
your mama and your wife don't even know who that is because they probably ain't even watch Snowfall.
Exactly. And he ain't even diss him either. He just say he's not familiar. He's not familiar. He's gonna get familiar. He's not familiar. He's gonna get familiar.
I mean, post, but he not like on Instagram looking at
Yeah, he's
Instagram,
chilling,
all
man.
that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And somebody said, well, he know Cardi, but Cardi was popping. You know,
Yeah.
she
Right.
had
I'm
the,
telling y'all now, you guys
I mean,
mention shows sometimes I don't even know
and then you
because
got,
I'm just, you know,
and these guys
like that
know so
sometimes.
much people that come in and out, thousands of people, so it's easy for you to forget a name, that
hey,
like,
nigga, what?
Yeah.
Nigga, who?
Do you think
Go
he
with your flow, your throat.
with the Rockefeller? Yeah, but I think Denzel also tied in with his work, doing movies.
Yeah, because he been,
Yeah, that
yeah.
man,
Paying
that
attention
man
to,
busy, man. And,
yeah,
you know,
he trying to study his next role, perfect
Yeah.
that's
his
a
next
that,
film.
few shows y'all mention on here sometimes I haven't seen because I'm tied up in I'm like this, I'm looking at security, I'm looking at this all the kind. I'm tied up in certain things sometimes. Some stuff I do know, but some stuff I just I either heard of it or had time to check it out or whatever. It's like that sometimes.
And then sometimes all the popular thing, the only reason I know popular is because I'm an average TikToker, but
See,
I have,
see, look at that.
but
Now
I have
you're on the TikTok.
younger, I
Yeah.
have young adults, so they still listen to certain things, and
Well,
they be
on
telling me.
that on the music tip now, me and the young adults now we get down because I got a few of those myself, so
Yeah.
we rocking together at a time. So yeah.
And some stuff I don't like, some stuff, I got a little ratchetness in me. I love the little
You start
ratchet.
hitting balls dripping, all kind of stuff. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. Balls dripping, what?
To the wall.
A lot of people like the city girl. I love a little city girls.
But
I
my
love
kids,
They said the City Boys are up like 500 points since the other day with Meg Thee Stallion in that court case with Tory Lanez, because it seems like Meg's story ain't adding up all the way.
I just wish they just
about that shooting
whoever
thing.
did it come out and just talk about it and let it go.
Yeah,
because this been going on for too long.
Yeah, but like you said, with the begging thing, I thought Tory Lanez was done. I said his career was finished. It's ain't no way he coming back from that. And
rock and rolling louds and all type of things. His lawyer in the pre-trial. His lawyer had a nice little victory in the pre-trial the other day. I guess we have to wait until I think it's January 19th for the regular trial to kick off. But in the pre-trial, it looked like Meg.
Who shot her? Where'd she get shot in the foot?
Yeah, they say that they can't find no slugs for that. They can't find those slugs, and they were saying that the reason why she said glass was in her foot in the first place because she had kicked the window out, and that's how her feet got cut. And she had somebody. There's a whole bunch of stuff, man. I don't know,
man. So that's sometimes I get puzzled with these people, man. You're at a party, you're a star, you're having a good time. What's with all this extra stuff? What's going on with you people? And I'm saying you people because it's you people. What's going on with y'all? Come on, man. Really? Y'all tripping. Y'all can't even have a good time, pop bottles and chill without somebody getting shot in the foot. Come on, man.
It was so many theories. It was so many theories with that story. First, they say it was somebody, the security guard, then the best friend, and then it's somebody else. And no, they didn't match the book.
That damn Canadian, man. What's wrong with him, man? Come on, bro.
Come out and say it. Just
he won't get deported.
Yeah. When we come from across the water, we don't play, man. Come on, bro.
Play that type of thing, boy. You be mixed in that.
Yeah, he probably even got a citizenship. He probably here on artist visa or something. Come on, bro. You tripping.
I do hear Meg got a bad rap in the industry by people.
Yeah,
I do
for real, right?
Say bad stuff about her from just reading stuff. So I act like I know these industry people, but just reading stuff I read. People seem to have a lot of negative stuff to say about her.
Especially her when she drank.
Yeah.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, I read a lot of things about that, about her drinking.
But
I don't know if it's true or not.
The City Boys are celebrating because they up 500 points. City girls, I don't know what y'all got for City Boys. We got to wait till summer.
Well, what about Megan? I think did she just graduate from school or something?
Just graduated from college.
Hooray for her, man. That's a positive. Hooray for her. If that's something you want to do and you accomplished it, good going for you. Straight up.
Yeah. They graduate.
Way to go.
She and her knees been doing pretty well the last couple of years. So,
Yeah.
Got
hope
him insured.
That means strong. That means
Hope you got him
strong.
insured.
And for real, I hope
That
they don't
means
go out on her no
Important,
time
boy.
soon. You know,
hopefully not.
they said after you hit 30, it's a wrap.
Oh yeah, things start to creep, boy. And you had to grease them up before you go out.
They said after you hit 30, you gotta go ahead and
You gotta do a lot of
some parts.
stretching. You gotta do a lot of stretching.
Gotta go to service. You gotta pull up in that service department and get them things or get them lubed up.
You on stage, you can't you do it not a full squat. You do like a half squat or a third squat.
Yeah, that's crazy. Lola tell
Megan needs y'all call me.
I heard that.
Yeah, man.
I heard that.
But I don't know, man. I can't wait to see the unfolding of this because if Corey is being accused of something that he didn't do, I think Meg career should get knocked. There should be some consequences for it. But definitely, if he did do something to her, I think he should pay for it. They should send him home.
I'm saying, what can they prove? It doesn't matter what you say. What can you prove? There's a whole lot of sayings and a whole lot. What can you actually prove? If you got a good lawyer, what can you prove?
Good point.
Especially in this case too.
That's true.
Good point.
Hey.
Good point. I like that point. So, yeah, let's talk about since we have a great discussion about the Biden crew here, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. Before we even get into the whole case of Joe Biden himself, talk about Joe Manchin.
I'm about to fry him too. I'm frying him off there. I'm about to fry him too.
Yeah, what Joe Manchin?
Look, if you want to be a Republican, just say so, okay? Just say you want to be a Republican. Just say that.
I'm not even going that far. I'm just saying, be a man of your word. He's been saying for a month now, I'm negotiating in good faith, and I'm just, I'm just not there yet. I'm negotiating in good faith. I'm just not there yet. Where are you then? Find yourself, Waldo. We need you at the board, Beep.
My thing is, they went from $7 trillion down to 1 point something trillion. I mean, how much more negotiation do you want, bro?
It's not even the money. It's not even the money right now. He don't want to give the people that need assistance, child care,
starting to big up yourself,
child tax credit or whatever, right? Like, why would that be an issue that you want to? That's the hill you want to die on. Why would that be an issue for you when people in your state are the least, or the most impoverished, the least, that have it? Why in your state and you don't want to help them? So right now I hear that the coal miners are saying, bro, you need to get back to the table and work it out. That's what I'm hearing from his own people.
Not
me personally, but that's what I'm reading.
Even his governor been saying, we need this.
Yes. Like we need, like what else do you need? Like you heard it from the people, the governor, like what else do you need?
It's self-preservation, guys. Because if he does any of this stuff that he should do, he's not ready to retire from politics yet. And he don't get the bricks beat off him if he signs something. Right? He needs to just go. He needs to sign something and quit. I don't care if you sign something and quit, sign the bill, get it across so people can get what they need, and then quit. And then just get out of here, go. Just quit.
Well, it's hard for me to think the Democrats in his state think like him.
No, they don't either.
So I don't.
If you want to be a Republican, just say so. Because you acting Republicanish right now. Okay, just
how you gonna
don't jump on that side.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he's holding up an agenda. He has too much power right now. I think that, to me personally, I don't see how the government and American government is so deadlocked in stupidity at this point.
This is a broken government, bro. So they thought they were smart when they created a constitution and these 2 branches or 3 branches of government, whatever.
It was an honor system, though. That's what they thought.
There's no honor among thieves, okay?
Facts.
There's no honor among thieves, and that's what they all are to me right now. There's no honor among thieves. They're stealing people's benefits right now to me.
Everybody trying to get something.
Exactly.
You give me this, I give you this. You give me this, I give you that. I sign this, you give me that.
But you know what's real dishonest though? That they let these people on the false pretenses. They let these people sign off on the infrastructure bill. And I'm not saying it shouldn't have gotten done, but I'm saying it's on a false pretenses that they did it.
Mm-hmm.
That they did. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done it. So you can't trust them. They're none of them are good for their word. You can't trust them.
None of them.
None of them, from the president down, none of them are good for their word. They can't trust them.
My thing isn't there? All you need is one more vote. Isn't there another Republican in there that needs something passed through that you could pull them to the side and be like, look,
Man,
all right, we understand what's going on here. We understand you don't want to vote with us, but you want your bill to pass, right?
Exactly.
Help us with this bill, and we
just come sign right here
a little bit, but we gonna.
But that's how disastrous. But that's how disastrous it is, though. They can't even find one or two that would even break ranks to even support something that would even benefit their state. That is the craziest thing to me.
Because that's the first thing I'm saying. Once I see him doing that, I'm like, ooh, that bill that I had the other day, I know I might have to doctor up a little bit of something on it. But I know I'm about to get it passed now.
Pretty much. They're not smart, man. They really it's this burn it down, or nothing. Let's burn it down.
The White House and say, hey, Mr. President, you know who this is? Your best friend. I know what's about to happen. You got an agenda? I got one too.
They're saying burn it down.
Let's talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
burn it down.
I was watching this interview Sunday before I had this dreadful thing that happened to me Monday morning. I was watching this interview Sunday, and the lady was talking about how America was the longest run democratic country in the world, and that stopped happening when your boy took over the country and started trying to run a coup and try to do
yeah, of course. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that one. Fully agree with that one. Yeah, I fully agree with that.
And that's sad, man, because did you see those three generals, one of the brigadier generals and stuff on TV saying that they left the military on the behalf that there's going to be another coup attempt in 2024, and this time the military is going to be involved in it, and they don't want to be a part of it, so they're out of there, and all of them are Republicans.
Well, hey, listen. So here's my mindset. If it happened again in 2024, the military should absolutely protect the country.
Well,
that's what they should be doing, protecting the country.
Fortunately for us, the Joint Chief of Staff, if you read some of these books, General Milley seemed to be the lone superhero that saved the country from going there last time.
Yeah, I read about that.
Country because we the ones with the guns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I read about that. But yeah, so I mean, I think absolutely they should be. I mean, listen. Like you said, this democracy was built on an honor system, and now you got a bunch of criminals and crooks. And when you have that, and the ones with the R's behind their name, they were all content to say, "Oh, this is not, you can't be a king here, a king there." But all of a sudden, 3-4 years ago, it's okay to try to be a king. It's okay to try to just tear stuff down, prosecute your enemies or whatever. Put your enemies, jail your enemies, try to at least lie to the people. Put people in danger, do all kind of crazy stuff for the country, and all of a sudden they're okay with it. That is, I'm like shocked some of the stuff I see.
I'm at a point where I don't even know.
It's normal to me now. It's normal.
But it's wild though. It's wild to think though. It's wild, man. Seriously, it's wild. I mean, when we think about people, people try to dismiss January 6th, but that's wild though. Think about it. I've been in America for 30-something years. That's wild. This is people rushing the Capitol. I've been to DC many times with my family. Walk around the National Mall. Many years while my kids in school, we go spring break all the time.
Close to the White House, you get checked.
Yeah, exactly. You can't even get too close. So, and that's just wild to think that happened, and everybody act like it's just like, oh, it was nothing. That's crazy.
And when you're listening to these testimonies from 45 side and from regular people, a lot of them are telling you that, hey, this dude told the military to stand down. He told the National Guards to stand down, let this happen. People were begging him to they were telling you that the Pentagon had people placed there
ready
to stop people from going out. They're telling you what was going on here. So it's clear that there was a coup in the make. I mean, everybody know that. I still got military friends, and they all say the same. They all say the same thing.
So what did everybody expect when 6 months, a year prior, a guy's priming the pump? It's like you talking to a chicken, you setting her up to get something. You telling all kind of stuff way out early. You telling all kind of nice stuff that you want to hear, that you know she want to hear. This dude been telling these people who are susceptible, who themselves are, they're the ones that could be conned. They're the ones that you can call their house and get them to buy stuff over the phone. These are the type of people that he got to. And if you keep telling these people that something is wrong, something is going to be wrong, and when you see it, yeah, it's wrong, and we got to do something about it. These people are like sheeps. They're gonna go and they're gonna do this kind of stuff. So when you do this for a year or plus or more, and when the moment comes and you tell them, see, it happened, what do you think is gonna happen? It's like a powder keg. It's gonna blow, and that's exactly what happened. Come on, man. I mean, really.
I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
Do y'all think that these people really believe this stuff that this guy be saying, or it's just a lot has to do with race, and they just don't want to see certain people able to grow to get to a certain position? Because I'm looking at some of these stuff that are being passed, and it's helpful to everybody. Why wouldn't I want this? Why wouldn't I call my congressman and be like, yo, fool, if you don't vote for this, you ain't getting my vote next year. But instead, they got people that standing there saying, nope, we don't want this. It's like they're going against their own livelihood.
Mm-hmm. I think they believe it, and I think because they want everything to stay like a napkin. So, and because I literally saw a woman on, I think they was sharing on TikTok. She stood there, of course, she's a napkin, and she said, this is all crazy. I don't understand these people. Y'all know 45 is still the president, and he's just gonna come out one day and say we are free. Like some of these people really believe
so
that he is the almighty, savior to them.
There is a segment. So go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I thought Sean was talking.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, I had feedback or something. Somebody was on my side.
Yeah, you having some feedback.
Yeah, so but definitely I think there is so like I said, two things can be true at the same time. We got a couple different scenarios. We had the people, like Sheree said, that really and genuinely believe because they're far gone, they're touched, or whatever else is wrong with them. They're susceptible to that. They're susceptible to that kind of stuff. Like they're like, they could be co-opted or whatever you want to call it. There's other people that the ones that are, they know it's not true, but to run their own agenda, they would do anything rather than see, again, it's the part that they don't want to see us necessarily, achieve certain heights. They would rather burn it down than see that. And I think they're at the point now where they're definitely trying to burn it down. And I'm seeing people that was a part of that movement or that craziness, because I don't want to, movement knowing something, decent. I don't say that coup that said they felt set up by the guy, because he left them holding the bag.
Yeah, a lot of them feel that way.
A lot of them feel that way. A lot of them up in Congress testifying, and giving up information. But what about, hey, y'all hearing about these text messages though? What about these text messages?
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
I'm just saying. So really, half believe it or whatever percentages, and the other half they don't really believe it, but they're riding with it.
Yeah.
For their own gains, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So the dummies, or there's the dummies, but the ones that can't help themselves because they could be conned, because that's this whole thing been is a con.
Yeah.
And nobody should mistake that. This whole thing is a big con that they fell for. And a lot of times, as people get conned, they get embarrassed. They don't want to turn around. They're just gonna go all the way. They're gonna double down. A portion of them are gonna double down. They know it's not true anymore. Not that it ever was, but now they found out it's not true. They're gonna double down because they don't want to admit to their friends and family and the rest of the world that they were duped. That they were that gullible. But you were, sir, ma'am.
Yeah.
But you were, and we are where we are. And like you said, Sean, I think the democracy is fragile right now. I think, like you said, as an honor system, a trust system, and every election that's going to come up, there is no trust because we have people right now trying to put people in place that's going to try to, not abide by the results of elections. Because let's say it's, a Republican guy that's running the election and a Democrat wins, they could say, well, we don't believe it. We're going to throw out the results and give it to this guy. Yeah, so that's what they want to do in the first place. Now they're saying we're going to all these states and we're taking over as much as we can, so we just do whatever we want when it's time. So why even have elections, guys? Like what are we? What are we now? What are we going to be?
And this little segment of the Joe Biden conversation, I wanted Razor to be here, so I was trying to rush to get to it a little bit, but he's online. So Razor, see if you can stay and chime in with your words. Kerry and Dre, put all your put your inputs in the comment section. So me and Charmaine was going back and forth last week about Joe Biden and having sole authority to be able to move student loans. I was telling Shortman that he can. Me and Shortman had a conversation about it during and after the program while we were on the program last week. And we were talking about all the historians, all the big lawyers, the legal historians are saying that he does single-handedly have the power to do it. They're also saying that if he wanted to, he could, because he stopped it single-handedly. He didn't need Congress or anybody. He stopped it. And the only reason why he's bringing it back into effect because he's getting the pressure about inflation. Because they are pressuring him a lot about inflation. It wasn't a problem when 45 was giving tax break to all his friends. But now when it's to help poor people, the big worry is inflation.
That's what I'm saying. That always happens, man. It's whenever it's time to do something that's going to benefit the least of us, they always try to cry inflation and the death is too much, and
it's like they don't want to let us live. Jeez, leave us alone. We didn't do nothing to y'all. Y'all did something to us.
Exactly.
There's no history of us killing a bunch of napkins.
No.
But you know what's crazy? Every president except for 45 dabbled with, I'm gonna do something about it. And and they ended up only doing stuff for people they wanted to do it for, or a little small section to help right there or wherever. And that's what make most people say that. I know that Nancy Pelosi and the now president, she's been going to bat saying that he can't do it. But every other historian that believe in the legal theory and how legal stuff work in America, saying that he can. It's just the people that are around him that, and I'm not the biggest, I'm not a Nancy Pelosi hater at all. I watch the good stuff that she has done for when it comes to passing certain things, yeah. But overall, I know that politicians are always going to be politicians. Even Obama. I was a big supporter of Obama, but sometimes
he's a politician. You know that.
Yeah, I wanted to pull my beard out. So I'm like, dude, what the?
Yeah, some of that stuff he says sometimes, like, bro, that's not it, bro. Come on, I know you trying to toe the line and tiptoe around it, but bro, that's not it. But no, you're right though about this loan thing. So
he made me pull my hair when he went to Flint. Let's just leave it there. Let's just leave it there.
All right. But yeah, so when we talk though about that student loan thing, I mean, it's right though. I go with the legal guy to say he could do it. I mean, I think we should probably say he's not doing it because maybe it's not going to look good.
Yeah, the inflation.
Some people. It's not going to look good to some people, But so, and here's the thing too. I understand that most of the student loan debt is owned by a lot of people with, that of higher means. I get that part. So let's target it then. Let's target it. It's easy to find people that's making $30,000 or less a year. That's making $50,000 or less a year. That's making $70,000 or less a year with 3 or 4 kids in college. It's easy to find those people. Even they're making $100,000, $200,000. It's easy to find those people. They're not hard to find.
Simple.
So find them and help them. It's not hard to find. Simple. Yeah. So
you're making under $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
You got a family size of a husband, wife, and a kid. And
I'll go as far as say, so people that don't have, even if you're making $300,000 a year and you have 3 or 4 kids with college loans, that's still a lot of money that you owe.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. So even to that level, I would still go. $500,000 or less, I would be okay with that because it's still a lot of money that you still owe you and your kids. Definitely, I would go with that. So they're not easy. They're not hard to find, man. And I like what's her name, Elizabeth Warren. So if she says doable, I'm with her. Yeah, she is smart as heck. Yeah, she knows about everything.
Legal scholar.
Yeah, she knows just about everything.
So yeah, I mean, I don't see inflation is a thing that.
But we're not there right now, though.
Why we worry about inflation when it's supposed to help us, when it's supposed to help poor people, but when it's helping the rich people, there's no concern there.
No.
You know what they did last time with that little tax break they got from 45? They went and bought out stocks, got payouts. They got big payouts, big stock buybacks. They didn't help nobody. That didn't trickle down anywhere.
They helped the rich because they want them big donations.
Yeah. The little people didn't get their bonus that they're supposed to get because the company said they didn't make enough. Come on, man. There's none of that stuff makes any sense when it's to help the people that need it. Always, cry inflation or something else.
It's always something. It's always an excuse. It's always inflation. They come up with something when it comes to the little people. They always come up with something. It never fails. It never fails. Nothing can go smoothly. Either as a stop or somebody talking like, no, we shouldn't did this. Let's dig deeper. There's nothing for you to dig. There's nothing for you to dig.
And on certain things, the decision is temporary. I mean, he can call it on, and another president can come back in and call it back.
They can't reinstate no debt though. If you wipe out some debt, there's no way I'm paying you back after somebody show up.
After somebody wipe. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, bro. You need to get out my face.
Yeah. So if President A comes in and say there's no more student loan, and then he gets voted out of office, and President B come back in and say, well, there is student loan. Good luck, President B.
Not the ones that already been forgiven.
Yeah, good luck.
Go somewhere. You can say future. You can say future ones.
Yeah.
Peace.
Get out my face with that, man.
And I'm totally aware that the Democrats like to play games when it comes to inflation. I know they like to try, they do. They try to stay away from it and try to do this and try to do that. But on the other hand, the party that is their opposition do whatever they feel like doing. Make whatever they feel like doing happen. And then when we got they call them rhinos and dinos. When we got a dino, a Democrat by name only, as Manchin, holding up progress to help poor people and to help people out there, and giving you this cockamamie story about how he just can't see himself seeing the country go in. You ain't saw yourself doing that a couple of years ago when you was there with them voting for tax cuts for the rich white man?
Exactly. I'm sick of him.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not pleased with any of it. Of it. It is not satisfying.
Honest conversation, guys. Are we being too hard on Biden?
Nope.
We said that before.
I mean, it's not. Listen,
think about some of the stuff that's going on when you got Manchin and a lot of the bull crap that you see going around. Could we make a case for us just being too hard on it?
I'm not. Something, man. It's not even about being hard, man. It's about just making sure that we hold our feet to the fire, man. So I'm not naive. I'm not stupid enough to think that everything's going to get done that you said is going to get done because it's politics, right? You may start at 7 trillion and end up with 1.5, 1.8. It's just negotiation. That's just a part of life. I get that. Start high, start low, meet in the middle somewhere. I understand that. I understand how that works. But what we have to do as people is we're the ones that people are coming to all the time and saying, "Come vote for me." And I get that. One side is going to do better for us than the other side. I get that, but we still got to keep pressure on the side that we're voting for, right? We got to keep pressure on the side we're voting for. We got to keep pressure on them, because if left to their own devices, they can do status quo and not do anything for us. They can just go status quo and just ride it on in and just just lazy it out and not go the extra mile, extra hard if we don't push them. We got to push them. I mean, that's anybody. That's anything you want to do. You work for a company, you have friends, you have family. You want people to do something. You got to push people to do stuff. You got to prod them sometimes. You got to give them a little push, a little help. Hey,
you was out there.
You got to motivate them. You got to motivate them.
Out there shucking and jiving.
Yeah.
I asked
black people, I love y'all.
I have a family member that's
tap dancing and stuff.
That's deep in politics, and she works around those guys. Yeah. And she watched the program last week. She was lambasting me in the text messages about
she said I'm too tough on them.
And she was like, you're acting like they're not doing stuff, and you're acting like stuff is not being done. So I said, if your president is doing stuff and he won't be quiet about it, why should I have to go research what your president is doing for me?
Yeah, because it's not reaching the people.
Yeah,
it's not reaching the people, man. The stuff that they're doing, not reaching the people. The stuff that they're doing is not meaningful to people. Like,
no,
I'm not gonna even say you and me, but other people too in our sphere, people around where we live.
We stay up on this type of stuff, and sometimes it's
hard for us to find the stuff what they're doing. They're not doing stuff that's meaningful. Yeah, it's not meaningful what they're doing. I know a lot of stuff is getting done, but you have to let the people know. You let the other dummies say crazy stuff that's off, that's just wrong. You let that be the popular stuff. Say if you're doing stuff, say it so we can understand and know. And don't have to go research it and look for it and fight to find it. Yeah.
I don't understand with the dynamics with him and Manchin, because I'm hearing the other day after and this is what make Manchin is a Republican, right? So after Manchin pulled back I can't do this bill, he went on Fox News to announce this.
Yeah, I saw that on Sunday. I saw
it. Yeah. That's why
that's just wicked, man.
I'm like, you not just say you don't want to do it. Just why are you doing all of this for?
Beating around the bush.
Just be a Republican.
Games right here. I mean,
yes.
At some point, if we went from 7 trillion down to 1 point something trillion, bro, what's the hold up? That's more than enough negotiation in my
Exactly. Just sign here. You want the pen here? Here, sign. Just like, what is the hold up?
It's the thing. So that's it. It's not the money anymore. It's just the pieces of the bill that he's trying to dismantle. That's going to help people in his state that are poor and other poor people across this country. That's the issue. He's trying to cut all that stuff out. They need to stop. They need to stop.
What's the use of having the bully pulpit if you ain't gonna use it?
True that. Yeah. And then listen, I understand wanting to be reasonable. But with people like that, you can't be reasonable because those guys are liars, man. He keeps getting on TV with this little half whatever smile and little joking that he's doing, and just lying to people all the time. Oh, I'm working on it. I'm negotiating. I'm just not there. You've been lying for months, bro. You've been lying for months. People been looking for you to do so. You've been lying for months on end.
Fool been back here so much, we got confused.
Yeah, for real. You let them pass that bill under the pretext that you're gonna do something, and now you're gonna say I'm reneging on that. Come on, man. You're not a man of your word. I don't even want to hear you say that again. I hope you see this too.
Just like Kamala Harris when she was on she did an interview with Charlamagne. They crucified him because he was being too hard and disrespectful. Why? Because he asking her tough questions.
Why? Because she's black, we can't talk to her straight.
Yeah.
What are y'all saying?
You know what I did like though? I did like how when she got at him a little bit, he told her like, "This the Kamala Harris I want to see out there."
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, I mean, she held her own. Yeah, like she should.
She's like the spin king though. I kind of at first before I watched the whole interview, I just watched the clippings of her of the blow up, and then when I watched the interview, I was like, every question he asked her, she was spinning him, just spinning.
That is their life. So
she gave me a headache. After.
So the thing is with them, and I know Carrie's in that, politicians, it's really hard for them to answer a straight questions, even when they say answer straight questions, because there's so many pitfalls, so many twists and turns in it, because they are serving many masters, meaning many different constituents, right? From south, north, east, west.
And some
they
rich
have to
guys over here that telling them that I don't really want you to do this.
Exactly.
So how you ain't gonna do it. Act like you want to do it.
Yeah.
But you better not do it.
Go up to the edge, but don't go over the edge though.
Yeah, don't don't even swing your foot cross.
Don't
like
even
that.
swing, just tilt a little bit.
Accidentally trip and fall over there. So stay right behind the edge.
You know, just say what you're thinking about it, you're mulling it over, and you're almost there, but you can't get there. What?
My thing is though, answer a few of the question though. You make it look too crazy when you spinning everything.
I mean, you spinning 10 out of 10. When you spend 10 out of 10,
I'm screaming at the TV. Just answer the question.
It's a privilege for her to be on his show. So I knew those questions were screened already. Yeah. Her people should be like, let us put those 3 or 4 of these questions in here so she can answer them real, and put so easy something that she can just answer straight out without.
But the funny thing is, people would show a lot more love and have a lot more respect to get some straight answers. Because I'm gonna tell you, tell me the truth. Tell me you can't help me because of this. Tell me why you can't help me.
Yeah.
Tell me why you can't help me or why I can't have this. Tell me.
Why don't y'all say?
Tell me I'm good.
Holding up the progress. Why y'all playing games?
Yeah.
Let the world know.
We trying this, they stopping us here. We going
big
right.
dummy that left the office. At least he knew how to use the bully pulpit. Do something that he didn't like.
He just said he just said crazy stuff too. Man. Nothing that made sense. That was coherent. He just said crazy stuff. But he said crazy stuff.
Yeah, he was using that bully pulpit just to get an agenda through. He gonna throw you under the bus.
Yeah,
make the whole world know that you the one not doing this, you the one not doing that. And here we are on an interview, and they're asking her. So Joe Manchin is holding this up. Well, in politics in my days, when I used to ride the bus, I'm a bus taker, and I used to ride the bus myself as a kid. If that was me, I'd be like, hey, come on. I ain't asking none of that bull.
Yeah, I mean, so
I ain't asking about no bus.
When you ask them a question, they do what they call the pivot.
Yeah.
They just, they probably was a lot of them must have been in the military or someone grew up military. A lot of them, they turn, sharp. They in the pivot, they answer something that you totally didn't ask them about.
Man, she go around about. Man, what y'all call that? About face?
You can't get a straight answer to save your life. At the end of the conversation, you don't even know. At the end of the conversation, you don't even know what you asked.
That's exactly what I was saying, Carrie. Her people should have said to her, hey, we're gonna spin all of these questions. So let's put about 2 or 3 questions in that she could answer straight up, that it doesn't look
at least every other 2 or 3 give us something fast.
Give us something like a little bit of little dazzle
just say, do you like chicken patty or beef patty? Let me say something.
Is your daddy really from Jamaica? Because you sure don't seem like you like Jamaicans.
For real, ask some straight up questions.
But I don't know, man. I think we reached a point with her that, and I hate, because my cousin, she was very upset about the shots that I was taking.
Tell her I say tell her we gotta be fair to everybody.
Yeah,
and we're not gonna just let you give you a pass because you look like us. We're gonna hold your feet to the fire.
So you don't see the vice president out there making initiative to do stuff?
No, man, come on, man. She's not doing enough to me, man. I mean, I think she got a whole staff. They should be doing way more. And if you're doing stuff, please, I want to know about it. I'm not hearing about it if you're doing stuff. So that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's like best kept secret. Obama.
Y'all keep a secret in Washington. And for all intents and purposes, y'all can't keep secrets. So, I mean, how come I'm not knowing what's going on? Y'all leak like a sieve up there.
For real.
Michelle was out there more. She was here, there, doing stuff, trying to get kids to school. She was in everybody's school trying to get the meal thing going on and all this stuff and all the I seen her in one place.
And
Razor said something very, very enlightful in something that he wrote up here. He is like, the current president, and I want to say the current administration. I want to put it on all of them. Seems like they don't want us to vote for them next in 2020, November in 2020, or in 2024. I think they want us to stay home.
And the sad thing is, we're gonna get some people that's gonna try to trash us. We're gonna get other guys gonna try to trash us, man.
Because
that's a bad place to be.
People right now are discouraged. Like their feelings are hurt, their spirits are down. It's just
You know what I found funny? I found funny when they passed that bill when we went to Democrats took the Senate and they passed the bill, and no Republicans signed on to it. But then they went back to their constituents bragging about the bill.
Hey guys, we got money for you. What?
And the Democrats didn't even go on that. That's perfect right there for you to go out, start putting these people on blast, letting the world, hey, these guys didn't do nothing.
They didn't do nothing. We did this.
Do a collage of all of them saying, little word salad things. Put them all out there saying stuff.
No, all of them that's they all voted. You mean not one of you guys thought that it was okay? I mean that y'all are so scared because people in your constituent are poor and need help too. So you didn't think that it was a good idea for you to sign off to help your people.
That's like why I know politics suck. That you would let people that need it go without, so you can stay on the side of your friends or your gang or whatever it is. That's how I know politics suck.
That's crazy.
That's how I know it sucks.
Yo, that's inhuman. Like you have no type of heart, nothing.
Quick questions for y'all. Do y'all think that Biden should run again? I was reading the New York Post was out the other day, and they were saying that he should not run for president again in 2024. And I'm saying to myself, as much stuff as 45 did, they saying that this the dude that ain't even been in office a year yet shouldn't run. But
I mean, we got a guy that's a proven criminal. Whether he gets fined in court or not, we know he's a criminal. Come on, we know this guy's a criminal.
Try to pull a coup on the country.
Yeah, this guy he has a property that is maybe worth, let's say, 20 million. When it comes tax time, he says worth $1, just to benefit him. But when he goes to the bank to get a loan, it's worth 25 or 30 or 40 or 50. Come on, it's a crook. He's a crook. He's a crook. 45 is a crook. Let's just be clear about that.
Big time.
But y'all would say, okay, that he could run again. He should be in jail at some point, if we're being honest.
We should be running in the yards.
Pretty much. Should be in an orange jumpsuit somewhere, breaking rocks.
Making license plates.
Yeah, jumpsuit to match his hair. Come on, man. Yeah, leave that dude alone, man. If that man in the White House want to run again, that's his business. If you don't want to vote for him, don't vote for him. That's his business, though.
It's just gonna depends. I have to,
too.
I mean, it's got.
You see yourself voting for her, Kamala Harris? If he was to step down and say, because by all right, she the vice president, so she should be the main ticket.
But for me, it's all about conviction, bro. For me, it's all about conviction. Mm-hmm. If I was person I would have voted for, person that did vote for your girl Hillary. Yeah, she voted for Hillary. Now she whooped some tail. She whooped some tail if she was in there.
I heard she's talking about coming back into.
That's what I'm saying. That's who they need. She whooped some tail. They scared her like the man. They six.
That lady character so bad. You know what disappoint me?
With just lies though. Yeah. I mean, if we're being honest, with lies.
What disappoint me? How black people are so programmed to believe.
Yeah,
stuff that they see and
exactly. On TV.
My friends, I had to go on. I don't like defending politicians. You know what I mean?
No, me neither. Yeah, definitely. That's not a good place to be.
Like, what are you talking about? When they talking about how Russia would have ran over Hillary Clinton, so they glad that at least 45 was there. I was like, fool. Do you listen to the people that are criticizing her? They call her a warmonger.
Exactly. She blew
Russia
somebody's
ain't
stuff up.
running over the warmonger.
She blew somebody's stuff up. Yeah, she'd have pushed somebody's stuff in.
What are y'all talking about? Hillary was probably the best candidate in all of American history.
Yeah,
the smartest and the most accomplished. The most ready.
Probably the most ready person to run. She was first lady. She was Secretary of State. She was a senator.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
I mean, an accomplished lawyer. Come on, man.
She been doing this, and she was in what? School, high school, college. That she been doing politics all her life.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame.
But that lies. They scared of her.
Lies, man.
She is not gonna play with them.
They make up lies because they can't take her on head to head. They make up lies. That's all they can do. They make up lies because they can't take her on head to head. But she would trash any of them.
She be like this at the button.
Jim Jordan that says, you see what when she was a sure win for president. You saw what we did. We gave her Benghazi.
That was your boy, man. That dummy, man, McCarthy. Yeah.
That
dummy.
Benghazi.
We started the whole select committee. He He told the truth for once in his life. He slipped out, albeit, but yeah, he told the truth. Yeah, they scared of her. Yeah, definitely. That's who I would pick if I had to say somebody to come on in there and tighten up things. I would go for her.
It's all good and nice that Kamala won vice president.
I mean,
I'm not getting that. Now, and I don't expect her to go over there and be doing everything and running over the president because she ain't the president. She the vice.
No. But this is something she could do though.
To hear you, you know, when they said America was a racist country, she said it wasn't. Like, come on.
Is it or isn't it?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, so that's disappointing when I hear people that look like me say that, because we know it is.
Exactly.
We know it is. If we're being honest, I understand it's painful for some people. It's painful for some people. I get that. I get that it's not your fault, but there are a lot of this country that's racist. I mean, that's just a fact of life. That's a fact. Just like I'm sitting here and you're sitting here, it's a fact.
When you have people that look like us in them positions and they try to turn it, talking about, well, let's not racism, is, you know, just say what it is. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, it's just, I don't.
You know what? I remember when the term defund the police came around and how Obama was saying that, oh, you shouldn't use that. Like, we know exactly what it means. Yeah. And the people that were trying to use it against know exactly what it means. And I had a lot of friends, and I had people that was, you know, using what Obama said. I'm like, yo, I'm an Obama supporter, but I don't side with everything Obama said. I thought that was crap that Obama was going on TV and telling people that saying defund the police was hurting their chances of winning an election. I thought that was one of the most destructive things that Obama could have did to the party by going out there and actually saying that.
Yeah, I think we gotta also reframe that conversation, because they making it they're misstating what that really means.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole thing. That. Yeah, we have to take it back and say what it really means, and not let them keep misstating it. That's the whole thing. You know, they did the same thing with critical race theory.
Yeah,
misstating what it really means because they have no other argument, so they have to lie about stuff and make up stuff, and that's the whole point. We got to get in there and say what it really is. Stop letting these clowns run the story.
The 94 crime bill was authored by a lady also named Dolores L. Tucker. Right. Tucker. She was a black woman.
Yep.
There's a lot of black people out there writing these stuff into laws. They'll go hide. They throw the stone and hide their hands now because they don't want people to talk about them. But they was out there talking about us like.
And listen, I understand the gang stuff was bad. I get that. So I'm not totally saying it shouldn't have been. Of course. Yeah, but if y'all were there, y'all did it. Y'all gotta own up to it. Yeah. Did y'all go a little extra? Did y'all go a little too hard? Perhaps. You know, was my neighborhood, you know, infested with gangs? Yes, it was. You know. Did you guys solve all the problems? No, it didn't. You know.
Sharman for president. Come on, Sharman. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, I'll be the hype girl.
We'll be in trouble telling too much truth, man.
Sharman for president.
About these people, man, is that they have the ability to let people understand the message. And I think that the Republicans do a better job with messaging than the Democrats do.
Let's say they do a better job of cockamamie and lying.
Yeah, I don't even think it's not even they, because they use our message.
Yeah.
Against
notice they don't have it. Notice they don't have anything they want to do.
Yep.
They have something they lie about. They don't have anything they want to do constructive. They just have something they lie about all the time that they make up. They twist. They know what it is. They know how to twist an argument.
Exactly.
They know how to twist an argument.
They do. You know what? They know how to support each other, because if Manchin was for the party, you know, they went from 7 to 1.
He's for himself.
At some point, you would have been like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and sign this.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because when you thinking about how the Republican Party move, they don't usually fall out of step with each other unless it's something crazy, but they usually lock in sync to get to that mission. Look, these fools say they want to give rich people tax break because they want to get some of that stuff for themselves because they rich people too. So they did it all for themselves. You had 45 going on TV telling people, trust me, this is not going to help me. Trust me, it's not going to help me at all.
As it's helping him.
Yeah.
As it's helping him.
At all. It's not for
Come
me.
on, man.
It's for the people.
As
we got some short crime here.
Whoa.
Short crime right here.
Wow.
Right.
So we'd rather have those clowns lying every day without me coming and giving you a little bit of truth. I have to give you a little bit. I can't get too much. Be a little bit because everybody be mad at me too if I don't tell them too much truth.
I've never
get rid of
voted
him.
for a Republican in my life.
No,
I don't see the ability to, I'd rather not vote than
I don't see that happening right now.
Yeah,
I don't see that happening right now.
because
because either way, even if you so let's say you like that one guy, he's one guy. He's one guy. Not gonna help you. Not gonna help you.
And there are people that go to those senates and stuff, and they go in there and they try, but it's when it's 20 against one
guy that's
win.
reasonable.
Yeah, they can't win. Yeah. They can't win.
Think about this. When they were doing their primaries in 2016 for president, out of the distinct characteristic that you would consider some people are on that side, you had Casey from Ohio, or Cusack. I'm saying Casey. Cusack from Ohio, Jeb Bush, and a few other people. And these guys picked the person that they felt was the most racist, most xenophobic, and they took him.
Misogynistic, all of it.
Yeah. Misogynistic.
All of it,
and
man.
put him as their president. They're contender to be president.
Their standard bearer, man.
Now you mean to tell me that I'm supposed to look at that and be like, "Ooh, I definitely want to be a part of that."
Oh, and America's not racist. Remember that.
Yeah, of course. You know,
come on, man.
Everything
is that this crazy dude said. Every single thing. If you look at it at face value, and his past, he is who he is.
He's been that way.
Which is a racist. If we're being honest,
I've been hearing that.
If we're honest, he is what he is.
When he was in rapper videos and rappers shouting his name out in songs, I remember my uncle and other people telling me that this dude was a scumbag since the first day I came to him.
He's been a dirtbag all his life. He goes there because he's opportunistic.
Of course.
Whether you black, white, or brown, he'll take you for the moment he could use.
He's like that money.
Just like the black people that he had up in the White House, them two ladies had him up there, two crazies or whatever up there.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
using them. You know, or that's my guy, that black guy, that's my guy. Come on, man. Nobody a guy, man.
I want African American or white people walking around with blacks for Trump on their shirt when they white.
Come on, man. Yeah, exactly. So
I got people like Herschel Walker and people like that, Kanye West, and a few
dirtbags, man.
My goodness.
Yeah. All dirtbags.
Is one thing to not understand your role and how some of this stuff affect you. It's another thing to run out there and cheering for a guy and swearing for a guy that his people are telling you that he's racist. His own family member telling you that he's racist. You telling he ain't racist. Like, how you get to that point? You got his sister and his niece telling you that this dude is a scumbucket.
People that worked for him in the past telling you he's a scumbucket.
They wrote a book about him.
The people that made money with him think he's a dirtbag.
Yeah, it says a lot about them. That's why I'm saying I could never vote with them, man.
Yeah.
Jeb Bush. I could have seen myself voting for Jeb Bush
because he's a reasonable dude.
Yeah, I could have seen myself.
He's reasonable.
Jeb Bush.
Yeah, he's a reasonable dude.
Yes.
Listen, I'm not some guy, that's like that want everything to be free. I'm reasonable. There's reasonable things that I support. Moreover, things that's going to help people that's poor. I'm all about that. I want to help the lesser man. I want to help the man that can't do for themselves to be able to do for themselves. I'm not trying to give everybody something free, but I want to give them a chance though to make it. And that's what I see these people don't want to do, man. They don't even want to give you a chance.
They don't want to give us nothing.
Yeah.
They don't even want to give us a corner of the dang pie.
They don't. I mean,
listen, I listened to even the Republican governor from in Maryland. I listened to that dude talk, and I'm like, that's a rational person talk.
He's reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's reasonable.
That's a rational person. Yeah. I used to listen to Chris Christie talk and think
until he sold out.
Yeah, he was rational.
He was rational. Yeah,
until he sold out. Now he's trying to come back around.
He's trying to come back
around. I believe you now because I don't
right
know
now I can't
in the first place now because you already showed me that.
Yeah, I can't.
Shouldn't have took you serious.
I can't trust you.
I can't trust you now. Now I can't trust you.
Nope.
You showed me something.
Kept going how you was, but you want to know. Nope.
And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are destroying their credibility, and I'm thinking about these people too. What do these people family say to them when they get home? I'm curious, man. I want to hear the conversation. Is your family just like you? And if so, I guess you're cool.
Who was that Republican? Who was that Republican? Wasn't he from Texas that his family was paying for their own commercial for him not to win office?
Oh, that's Arizona. Gosart dude, man. Yeah.
His own sisters and brothers, nephews was paying.
They say he's a dirtbag
to make sure that this guy doesn't win.
They say he's a dirtbag. They say straight up DB.
When your family is against you and they paying for commercials,
so that's what I'm saying. Goes to my point. A lot of these other people that are not out here speaking. Are you telling us that they support them in that way with those Babbitt, Margie, what's her name, Margie Taylor Greene, whatever? Is her family supporting her with that dirtbag behavior that she possessed?
Yeah, remember she's from Georgia, so
yeah.
My bad. So all in the family, I guess. Oops, is that a sitcom? All in the family. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's all white.
It's all white.
Apparently so.
No, it's all white, even in midnight.
Apparently so.
But you know, I don't know, man. I find it hard for me to go out on a limb and say I can vote. You know, those are the guys that I could see myself if I was taking policy. You know, John Casey, Jeb Bush, the governor, or what is it, Hogan from
Maryland,
Maryland. And at one point, you know, I lost respect for Chris Christie a lot when he was doing work with Obama, and he let these dudes like conflate his mind. Like the dude came to your state after a hurricane,
after disaster,
and he's helping your state get to where they need to get to, and you let these fools
don't look bad.
Pick a side with a party over the people. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's what I hate about politics, bro. That's what I despise about politics. That people do that.
Flint.
Yeah,
I will never forget that.
Exactly. And people are suffering, and you guys are worried about, you know, standing on the side of the party rather than standing on the side of your people and getting what they need for them. Very disappointing.
Very
disappointing.
Depressing.
Very, very, very. It is.
What about y'all boy Tim Scott? That
you gonna make me do this, man? Why they do this to me, man? Okay. You want to go first, Sheree?
No. Go ahead.
Listen.
Go at it.
Sir. Tim Scott, sir. They don't like you, sir.
They don't.
They are using you, sir. And you, in your mind, for some reason, think that you've made it. You've made it because they talk to you. They say you're well-spoken, you're eloquent, whatever. Sir, none of that gets us anywhere. The fact that you can't pass a bill on policing lets me know that you're a lost cause, sir.
Yeah, for your own people.
Sir, you're a lost cause for your own people, sir.
That you thought that helping us was giving us too much. He literally said they want too much.
And that's my problem. So again, people, when you make a little bit of something for yourself, when you're fortunate enough to do that, don't think that everybody else can also do that, because it's not the same for everybody. And that's what a lot of people forget. They forget. And a lot of them came from nothing, which is what even surprised me even more, that they would come up with this attitude now all of a sudden, it's giving somebody something. Not trying to help them to be able to support themselves or make a better way, but all of a sudden you see that giving somebody something. So guy like that, man, I don't have a lot of respect. I don't know him personally. He may be a great person personally, but as a politician and a black man, you suck, sir.
Yeah,
You should be ashamed of yourself.
So,
ashamed of yourself.
I need to make a call to the black delegation to see if we can pull.
A lot of these delegations don't deserve to be called. Don't deserve to be black. A lot of these delegations, because a lot of them are out there, with this bad behavior, man. That look at us, their people, and saying like you're giving us stuff.
We
Nobody's sitting around waiting for stuff.
I would love to be at Tim Kaine's Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas dinner when the family come together, because I know there's some name calling. I know there's some name calling going on over there.
Definitely.
First of all, I remember he said one time what he said. Oh, I'm not called to serve black people. I'm called to serve Americans and all of the. And I'm like,
they ain't saying that, bro. They're not saying that.
They don't like you.
Do not like you, sir.
They don't like you. You just their token.
Using you to hold your people down, sir, and you're helping them, sir.
They don't like you.
Using you to disadvantage your people, sir, and you're helping them.
Yeah.
I can imagine they probably be laughing saying little black comments and stuff, and he'd be like, but he's
yeah.
Tim Kaine seemed like to me like Tim Scott seemed to me like one of those black guys that they call him names and he laughed with him about
it.
Look at my little coon friend Timmy.
That is so y'all better stop. I'm not like that.
Are those the guys who call goofballs?
Y'all some goofballs. Stop it.
Doofus.
Yeah, man. It's sad that we got, and I guess that's why our ancestors stayed in slavery so long, because you have people like that who would
sell us out. Everybody trying to leave. Everybody trying to leave. Be like, hey, how you sit around, you plan, you plot. You're like, okay, the conspiracy to leave. You're plotting to leave. That one guy go tell, and so you all get chained up.
He was the one that be at. I forgot who did that. I think it was Kevin Hart. I think it was Martin, the guy that tells on people when they go and sit in the wrong chair, the concerts and stuff. He be like,
yeah,
that's
that person. That's not your seat.
Yeah. Hey, this is not his seat.
The show's already started, bro. Can I come? I can't. It's not your seat.
It's not your seat. Is nobody coming. That is not your seat.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, we
he not gonna realize it until something happens to him.
He knows it, and he's happy to say, "Oh, I got pulled over too for being black," but apparently you can't agree on a bill that's gonna somewhat assist us in that area. So therefore, I don't even want to hear you saying that.
You can let me know who hurt you. Which one? Somebody.
It's that little hottie in high school.
That
dark brown, some long braids, pretty as heck.
Skin just glowing,
smooth.
Her daddy told him, "I knew you were gonna be a Republican when you grow up."
Turn him down. Turn him down. And no, Carrie, justice will
never.
At least, I don't think in my lifetime. Looking at it now, I only see it getting
worse.
To a level where it's going to get worse. It's going to get decidedly worse before it gets better. And what's going to make it better is people on the Democratic side, because I can't say that it's only two sides right now. They're going to have to stand up and stop eating their own, basically. They got to stop eating their own. Like every time there's like always this purity test, right? Like take some other guys' lesson, man. Those guys, they're dirtbag, not to be like them, but at least support each other to get stuff done. Don't be a dirtbag like them, but just at least support each other to get stuff done. Because otherwise, we're doomed. Otherwise,
at one point, I used to have this little thought in my head that you do good and good would come. The universe will work itself out.
Yeah,
I think the universe taking a nap.
No, it's the crooks that's getting over.
Yep, I think the universe taking a nap.
The universe is slipping switch, bro.
In the first place.
The universe like, you know what? I don't got time.
I mean, 45 is a prime example that doing good. No, you just do bad and more come to you.
This guy did everything wrong and got to the biggest biggest
they had so many stuff on him that it was tapes coming out.
When they say crime don't pay, whoever said that is a liar. They're lying.
He was paying girls privates, and he was
45 literally did everything. Cahooted with a foreign government. He planned.
Apparently they said they were too dumb to do that. They were unwittingly. They were being duped, I guess, apparently, because they were too dumb to actually know what they were doing. Anyway,
I used to be like, but do they really? Or can they see? Like, are they listening? Or can they, like? But I would say they race enemy because there's a lot of women in Congress that have been talked about with their colleagues, the napkin people, and they don't get nothing. They don't do nothing. I forgot the young lady from New York. The district in New York, I forgot what's her name. Spanish girl, Hispanic girl. Yes, he told her something, and they made a lot of noise. But I don't even know if anything happened to him.
And they ain't gonna do nothing to them, man.
They ain't gonna do nothing at all.
I see Kerry saying, "Yeah, we are suckers, and we not. Hey, good luck with them 60 dams, because we might not even have 20."
Exactly.
Come next year,
yeah. Coming next year in November, we might not even have 20.
I heard 23 trying to retire. So, hey, welcome all the crazy laws that you're gonna see. Welcome all the crazy laws. I told you what I'm doing. I'm grabbing an extra passport. That's all.
You already know how I'm getting down. We're gonna thug it out because we ain't doing none of that. Come around here with you know, we ain't doing none of that. Those days done with.
So hubby, we might have to get a little extra stuff. You know what I'm saying?
We might have to go extra.
We might have to
go back to those days. Those days are over.
No.
Yeah, man. I think I want to finish up some of our. I mean, we can talk about this a little bit more on Thursday. Want to do close out with our year in review and shut down the year strong, so we have a little bit more conversation, a little more dialect about this. Even though we usually talk about relationships on Thursday, but we can find a happy medium to get get some more of this in Wednesday. But this is definitely a conversation that needs to happen.
Yeah.
AGP family, AGP world out there, man. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We like the feedback. Love having this conversation with you guys.
Vibes, man. Enough vibes, man. You guys are wonderful out there. Wonderful.
We enjoy. I don't know what's gonna happen in the near future, but it doesn't look good. It looks very bleaky.
Yeah.
And if some good people don't start standing up and doing
bad people gonna keep doing bad stuff.
Yeah. And
worse stuff.
We're gonna be in problems. So
last 4 years we survived it, boy. I don't know if we're gonna survive the next 4 or 6 or whatever.
I don't think we can. I don't think we can survive another. I don't think we can even survive another year on the what's going on right now.
For real.
Because this is ridiculous.
Let's hope for the best, and let's hope that we don't have to go out there to fend for our family like back in the old days. Because we're in the future now. So
yes, sir.
I'm not living under no dictatorship. I'm not doing that. So
boy. I'm telling you that I'm gonna let y'all know it's gonna be hard to accomplish. Just put it out there. It's gonna be hard to accomplish.
It's a rough job for you.
That's all I got to say.
So, thanks for all the love, AGP fam, AGP Universe, Short Man Cherie.
Yo,
holding down the conversation tonight.
get it.
We enjoy this conversation. We're gonna pick back up a little bit more on it Thursday night. In the
Yeah.
middle of our relationship talk, we're gonna bring some of this up, just us to close out strong in the year, having some great conversation, talking to you guys and just making some good decisions. It was fun. I enjoy it. AGP
Always.
tell our peoples we out of here, man.
All right, everybody.
Love y'all, man.
Thursday night.
Peace.
Big up to
peace.
everybody
Whole lot
out
of
there.
love.
Come check us out again this Thursday night. We're gonna be back here.
Keep your heads on the swivel.
That's right.
Our goals.
360 degrees.
Y'all know what time it is. It's
Yeah.
holiday time. Make sure
You got it.
Sure you're looking around before you enter these cars. Ladies, especially y'all.
Everybody, for real.
Make sure you're protecting yourself. Stay on your guard. These crazies out there in this world don't love y'all. We out.
Doing madness.
Peace, y'all.